Hi guys, and welcome back to Still Sassy. So this is the first video I've made since the coronavirus pandemic hit us, and if you're watching this in the future, it's now April 2020 and we've been locked down for 4 weeks, so we're not allowed out very much, well, only for an hour a day, to exercise and to shop for essentials, and that is it. So we're all finding ways to deal with this new world, and I really hope that wherever you are, you're safe and well, and your family and friends are too. Of course, I can't start a video without doing a shout out for the National Health Service. What a sterling job they're doing, looking after all these people that are appearing at their doorstep who are ill and sadly going to die, elderly, young, children, the whole lot, and they're doing an amazing job at caring for all those people and staying sane at the same time in very difficult circumstances. So thank you, NHS. If anybody's watching who is working for the NHS or any other of the key worker roles that we've got going on in this country, then thank you very much. Now, like a lot of people, I've ummed and ahed about doing videos while the virus is going around and we're still in the thick of it. And I've ummed and ahed and put it off for a little while now. But after speaking to some of my lovely followers, I'm back again. And the reason is because I'm being told that what we need more than anything now is a bit of distraction. Not every day, all day, but just every now and then, a little bit of something to take our mind off what's happening out there and the fact that we're all stuck at home, working from home, hardly going out and possibly going a bit stir crazy. So I'm back, and I'm going to stay back, and I'm going to bring you hopefully lots of joy and lots of fun and lots of products to look at, and I'm going to try some makeup for you too in the next few weeks. So yeah, hopefully this is just going to be a jolly little place to be while we're waiting for everything to settle down, and then also a jolly place to be once it has settled down, and I will welcome you back with open arms whenever you want to pop back. So today what I'm doing for you is a little bit of a haul. When we got locked down 4 weeks ago, I hadn't really done much shopping up until that point, and of course now that we're 4 weeks in, I'm sort of running out of stuff. So I've just done a little bit of shopping. Some of the stuff I really needed, which I'll show you first, and that's skincare. Some of the stuff I really didn't need at all, but I couldn't help myself, and it cheered me up a little bit to be able to do some shopping, which I know sounds really fickle, but hey ho, you've got to get through this time as best you can. And I've got 5 bits of skincare to show you and 3 bits of makeup, and the 4 out of the 5 bits of skincare are very affordable, so hopefully you will enjoy hearing about those. And all of them are designed to target aging skin, which is what I've got, and I'm assuming because you're watching this you may have too, and if you haven't and you're still very young with lovely skin, great, and still love to have you here. But some of us, me included, are getting older and we need to give our skin a bit more love, so that's what I'm going to talk about today. Now, the skincare that I bought I got from Cult Beauty. I haven't ordered anything from there for a while actually, but it came relatively quickly, so if you're in the need for something, Cult Beauty could be a good place to start because they did deliver much quicker than I was expecting, and they seem to be relatively fully stocked, so hopefully you'll get what you need. And this sort of stuff I would normally buy just by going to Boots or Superdrug, but obviously we can't do that at the moment, so I ordered online, which is not a bad way to shop, is it? Apart from the fact you get carried away and buy things you don't need. So I haven't unboxed any of this stuff, so I'll do that while you're on camera. And the first 2 things I've got are from a company called the Inky List, which if you watch a few YouTubes, you will have heard the Inky List talked about a lot. They were new to the UK, it's possibly about 18 months ago now, I'm not exactly sure, and they made a big hit because A, they're very good, B, they're very affordable, and C, which is a big deal for a lot of people, they are cruelty free and unscented, and that's a big plus for a lot of people, so they made a big hit with this when they arrived in the UK. They're called the Inky List because when you are talking about an ingredient list on a product in the business world, that's called the Inky List, and that's what they've called these products, which I think is very clever. So what I'm going to show you first is the Oat Cleansing Balm. The packaging looks like this, gorgeous packaging I have to say, white and black, looks much higher end than it actually is, it really is drugstore level. So the Oat Cleansing Balm I'd heard quite a lot about, never tried it, but I fancy giving it a go. And when I went on to Cult Beauty and it was there, I thought, why not? So what it says on the box is it's formulated for all, but it's best for normal or sensitive skin, and it helps to remove makeup and cleanse sensitive skin. Now, I don't have particularly sensitive skin, but anything that's made for a sensitive skin obviously is great anyway, whatever skin you've got. It's not going to annoy it, that's for sure. So I thought I would give this a go. It says use morning and night by gently massaging a small amount onto dampened face and neck. Rinse thoroughly with water and then follow with your preferred serums and moisturisers. So let's have a look. So it's a nice black and white tube, and it just repeats on it what it said on the box. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I'm expecting it to be, I don't know really, I don't know whether it's going to be, because it's an oat cleansing balm, whether it's going to be gritty or not, but we are going to find out. Just had to pause there while I got the foil off the top of the bottle. That's how new it is. I've not opened it yet. Right, let's give it a go on the back of my hand. You aren't going to be able to see this. I'm going to hold it up anyway, just in case you can. So it is a balm. It's not gritty whatsoever. As I expected, it doesn't smell of anything. When it went onto my hand, it felt like quite a thick balm, but it is actually just rubbing over my skin really nicely to leave just a clear film, really. That feels extremely nice, I have to say, and I can imagine that being very softening on your skin. Of course, it's a shame that we wash all our cleansers off, but hey ho, that's what we have to do. But the fact that it's nice and soft going on is great. Now this is $9.99, which I think is an absolute bargain. For something that looks like that and feels like that, that's definitely worth a go. And it's a big tube. It is 150ml, and it says to gently massage a small amount, pea-sized amount, and that should do it. So that should last a very long time. Looking forward to giving that a whirl. Just catching sight of myself there in the monitor, and I was due a haircut probably 2 or 3 weeks before we got locked down. Of course, I didn't make it, and now we've been locked down for 4 weeks. It's 8 weeks now since my hair became due for a cut, and I feel like it's out of control. I've got this quite fine hair, but a lot of it, and it's just growing sort of outwards and not downwards, and it's all a mess, but who cares? It's just how it is, isn't it? Same for my eyebrows, really, which I think I'm going to have a go at today. I'm going to try just plucking the tail of them because they're getting quite bushy there, but it's not something I would normally do myself, so wish me luck. I'm certainly not going to cut my hair myself. That would be a disaster. So the next thing from the Inky list that I've got here is the Peptide Moisturiser. Now, I heard about this online. Lots of good things said about it, and for $14.99, it's perhaps a little bit more than some drugstore moisturisers, but I've heard really good things about it, so I'm very happy to pay that amount of money. And there's 50ml in here, which is quite a big tub. Again, the same lovely black and white packaging. And it says it's obviously to moisturise, formulated for all, but best for dry skin. And it helps to reduce wrinkles. Well, hey! And you get results in 28 days. Now, if you've got more mature skin and that's what you're looking to deal with, then anything you can find that's got peptides in it is a really good thing to get, because peptides support the proteins in the skin, and that is what helps to reduce the signs of aging. So peptides are your best friend, along with lots of other things. And it says that we can use this in the morning and the evening on cleansed skin, and to apply a small amount to the face and neck, and to apply after serums, which you would anyway. The rule of thumb is anything that's sort of see-through, like a serum, that goes on first, and then your moisturiser goes on afterwards. So this is in a lovely little black pot, no hole in the top, so I'm assuming that comes off. Now, I like this. This is one of those where you pop it down and the cream comes out the middle. Don't always get these. Let's just see if it works first off, if I need to do something else. Yep, there it goes. It's quite, it's not like thick, not balmy at all. It's quite lightweight, and that's just rubbing in really nicely. You wouldn't need a lot. Pea size would be well enough for that. Yep, doesn't smell anything like that. I'm looking forward to trying that. I love these little pop-up containers. Well done, Inky List. $14.99 bargain, I think. Now the next two things I've got to show you are also from a budget drugstore company called The Ordinary, and I'm sure you'll have heard about these. They've been around for a bit longer than the Inky. In fact, I think the Inky List came as almost like a competitor for The Ordinary, and they are both great. I mix and match between these two brands if I'm looking for budget skincare, because I do sometimes spend quite a bit on skincare, and I've got one product here that is relatively expensive, but for the basic stuff like my cleansers, moisturisers, some of the serums, I tend not to spend too much, and I save my money for things that I think are going to make a really, really big difference. Having said that, even though we're now in April, somebody at Christmas time bought me the Magic Cream from Charlotte Tilbury, which I absolutely love, and that's obviously high end, so every now and then I do get a lovely treat, and that's great. But I do tend to stick with budget stuff if I think they're going to work and I can get away with not paying as much. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. This also comes in a white box. With this has got silver on rather than black, which is very nice. And most of the Ordinary stuff comes in a dropper, or a lot of it does anyway, until you get to the moisturisers and things. This is a high strength vitamin and mineral formula that can be used both in the morning and in the evening. The vitamin in there is vitamin B3, and it serves to do all sorts of things really. It's a multi-purpose product. It brightens the skin, it reduces fine lines, it evens out skin tones, and it's good for blemishes. And it's actually very good on oily skin too. So if that's you, then you should give this a go. Now these just come in a droppers, and as you'd expect, it just drops out. Tends not to be very thick. Yeah, so it just sits on a bobble on the skin, but it will drop down if I tip my hand one way or the other, and that just goes into the skin beautifully. Not a lot to say about this, apart from the fact that it was only £5, which is an absolute bargain. And yeah, I've used this before actually, it's not new to me, and I really liked it, and it did help brighten my skin and even out some of my skin tone where I get a little bit of red patches. Get your hands on some of that for that price. That's amazing. The next thing I've got to show you from The Ordinary is this is Matrixol. It's Matrixol 10% plus hyaluronic acid, which is a great combination. Now this product is supercharged because it's got two different types of hyaluronic acid in it, and it's really powerful at targeting aging skin. Promotes collagen, which is always a good thing. Another white and silver box, another dropper. These don't smell of anything either, and they're cruelty free. And this one I've also used before, which is why I'm going back to it because it was so good. Now this one's slightly thicker than the niacinamide, but it still goes in beautifully. These go underneath your moisturiser, and you can layer them. And yeah, that's really nice. I can feel that softening away, bringing a lot of hydration to my skin. The hyaluronic acid in there is there for that reason. It's to make it nice and hydrated, and that's doing the job. So well done, The Ordinary and the Inky List. Bargain skincare that really does the job. So the next thing I want to talk about is from Drunk Elephant, and it's the A Passione Retinol Cream, which looks like this. Green and white cardboard box, also very nice. Now retinol is your best friend if you've got aging skin. It's the Rolls Royce of skincare treatments. Now in the States and various other places you can buy really strong retinol over the counter, or you can go to a dermatologist and get it from there. In the UK you can't get the high strength sort of medical grade over the counter. You can get retinol over the counter, and this is one of them, but if you want the medical grade, if you've got real issues with your skin, acne, that sort of thing, then you would get this from a dermatologist. Obviously you'd have to pay, but if not, you buy it over the counter, and there are various strengths. This video is not about retinol per se, so I'm not going to go into that, but this one is quite strong. It's 1%, but there's something about the formulation that makes it quite strong, and it feels that way when you put it on the skin. It's unlike some retinols because it doesn't sting when you put it on your skin. It doesn't cause that sort of irritation, but boy does it make your skin peel after a few days, and that's what you're looking for. You want your skin to be renewing with retinol, so this is a good one for that. However, only use this if A, you've used retinol before and you're building up to a stronger level, or you're mixing it with something else, sort of diluting it with some oil or some serum in the evening. Now this one you can use in the morning and the evening. I've only ever used it in the evening and I like it. Junket Elephant is also cruelty free, and I've just opened this and I get a free gift as well, which is the Bee Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. So I get a free gift with it. How cool is that? But this is the actual thing I was going to talk to you about, the retinol. And this is such a lovely product in that it's creamy. It goes on beautifully. I think it's yellow if I remember rightly. Yeah, sort of a yellowy colour. Oh, that's not helped, does it? Put it back in the light. There you go. And doesn't smell as you'd expect from this brand. And it just goes into the skin absolutely beautifully. It really does. Now, this I thought was a bit of a bargain because in the past I bought the full-size tube, which I can't remember the size of it, but it was something like £68. Now I'm actually using some retinol from Beauty Pie at the moment as well. So my plan was to use Beauty Pie one night and this another night. So I decided not to go for a full tube and just get, I guess it's called a miniature, but it's 10 mils. And given that I'm only going to be using it every other night and you don't use so much, this should last a long time, and it was £25. And I've got a free gift. What's not to love? So definitely have a look at that if you want to try some retinol. You haven't got massively oversensitive skin, or you're going to dilute it with some serums, or you've used retinol before. That's definitely worth a look. Quite an itchy face. I think my fuzzy hair's getting in my face. Okay, so on to makeup. The next three things that I've got to show you are all eyeshadow palettes, and they're all from Superdrug. I ordered them online. No idea why. I've got quite a lot of eye palettes, but I am just a sucker for eye palettes. And two of them are from Revolution and one is from NYX. So definitely drugstore prices. But what I find with Revolution and NYX is that they've pretty well got it taped when it comes to quality. They really don't charge a lot for the quality that these products are. So I haven't tried any of these because I've just bought them. Well, just bought them. They arrived about a week ago and I've not been anywhere, so I've not been using them. So the first one I'm going to show you is this one from Revolution, which is called Foil Frenzy Creation. And it is a foil frenzy. I can just get it open for you. Now take a look at that. See that? That's such glorious colours. It really is a foil frenzy. Now this palette was £8 and you get 15 shades, and they are the most beautiful shades, ranging from, as you can see, we've got this silver one up here down to this black one here, which looks black, but it's actually, I think, got a little bit of blue hue to it, and then various colours in between. So I've got some glorious golds and some pinks over here. I am so looking forward to using these. I think I would probably put a base colour on first, like a matte, light, a taupey colour, just any light colour really, and then start with these. And you can layer them up, so you could get creative with all these different colours. Now the difference between these, apparently, is that they're not pressed into the palette, they're poured in, and that gives a different consistency. Apparently they're smooth like butter, and I'm going to dip my fingers in to give that a go. So I'm going to try dipping my finger in one of these beautiful reds on this corner here. Let's give it a go, shall we? Nice. See that? And black. Whoa. Let's go for gold. Now you can see they're pretty well pigmented. This is going to be a load of fun. For that price, £8 for 15 shades is an absolute bargain. I've said that a lot, haven't I, today? But honestly, I can't believe the quality of some of this stuff for the price that you have to pay. So I'm happy with that. I can't wait to give it a try. Sticking with Revolution is this next palette. Now this is quite a meaty, heavy palette, and it's called the Forever Flawless in Allure. Now, bearing in mind I bought these online, so I wasn't really sure what I was getting myself into, but this is also very beautiful. Let's colour the mirror up for you there. As you can see, it is it's quite a lot of pinks, burgundies, berries, that sort of colour. And this is a mixture of shimmer, matte and marbled, I think they call it, which is nice. The marbled ones are this sort of thing here. There, my finger is. So it's just a nice marbled colour. And this sort of colour suits a lot of people. I've got dark brown eyes, definitely suit me. I'll tell you what as well, it's got a really good mirror. Obviously I won't show you that because I'll blind you. Such good quality, it's a really heavy palette. Now this one was, just let me check my notes for you, £12, which is, again, is amazing. And there's, how many shades in here? 18 shades for that amount of money is great. Now, I haven't tried these. Oh, I've still got the other ones on my fingers there. That was a Revolution palette, it's hanging on. Obviously wears well because it doesn't want to come off. So as with the other one, I haven't tried these. I'm just going to stick my finger in one of them. Let's just go for, it's called Risky, this one. It's like a rusty colour. See? Oh, matches my top quite nicely. And let's go for one of the marbled. This is sort of a pinky. See that? Oh yeah, definitely very nice. And let's just go for one of the light colours. See what that looks like. Could be a base, I guess. A little pinky there. Oh. Yeah, lovely. That's going to be enjoyable to play with. So last but not least is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in Ash, and it looks like so. Looks like that. Now this one was £16, so it's the most expensive out of the three, and it's got 16 shades. And this is quite a cool toned range, which is actually very nice. Now, I didn't need 3 palettes. What happened at Superdrug is when I was ordering, I bought the other 2 palettes, and then I got this pop-up box saying that because I bought 2 lots of makeup, I could have something for free. So this is what I ran back for. It wasn't the thing that ended up being free, obviously, because they give you the cheapest free. But it was still not that much money for what you get. And yeah, I'm looking forward to using this. There are 9 shimmers and 7 mattes. And I think it's a really nice range of colours. You know, you've got what looks like a khaki green, a grey, a black, dark grey, this lovely bold blue here, some berry colours. So yeah, a really nice mixture of colours in there, I think. That's the turquoise blue colour. That's sort of a quite a light lilac-y purpley shimmer. And that's the khaki green. So yeah, all very nice. And I'm sure these are going to be buildable and look lovely on. So there you are. That was my little online haul just recently, because I was running out of stuff from a skincare point of view, and I bought the makeup because I could, and it wasn't expensive, and I can't wait to dive in and try them all out. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you've enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to subscribe. Just hit the button wherever it is on the screen, and if you also ping the notification bell, you'll get told whenever I've uploaded a video and you won't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.